Hey everyone, Pastor Wes here with you on Wednesday night, a cold Wednesday night. Hope you're staying warm. Hope your week is going well. We're talking about holding on to the unchanging, unfailing, unending Word of God. Last week we looked at Luke chapter 8. We're going to pick back up there tonight, beginning in verse 22. And I'm going to read through this whole passage as we get started. I just want to encourage you for just a few minutes tonight. Now it came to pass on a certain day that he went into a ship with his disciples, and he said unto them, Let us go over unto the other side of the lake. And they launched forth. But as they sailed, he fell asleep. And there came down a storm of wind on the lake, and they were filled with water, and were in jeopardy. And they came to him and awoke him, saying, Master, Master, we perish. Then he arose and rebuked the wind and the raging of the water, and they ceased. And there was a calm. And he said unto them, Where is your faith? And they, being afraid, wondered, saying one to another, What manner of man is this? For he commandeth even the winds and the water, and they obey him. Here are the disciples, and they're sailing across this lake in the power of the word that Jesus spoke over them. Let us go unto the other side. But as they sailed, Jesus goes and takes a nap. He goes to the back of the boat, lays down, goes to sleep, and a storm comes up. You know the story. A whirlwind, a tempestuous wind, a violent attack of wind, raging sea. And it was though they had a bullseye on their back, and this storm just violently attacked them. It launched against them to destroy them and to sink them. And I want to ask you something. I want you to think about this question. Have you ever felt like you had a bullseye on your back? I'm sure most of us have at some point or another, whether that be from people or whether it be from the devil himself. But somehow, at some point, you felt like the devil singled you out, like he was concentrating extra measures against you, extra opposition, extra weapons on you. You ever felt like the devil has caught off all the little imps and he sent out the big dogs after you? Well, if the answer is yes, you should be shouting and praising God right now, because listen, the devil wouldn't be concentrating you on so hard. He wouldn't be attacking you with so much resources and so much of his energy and so much of his time if you weren't a threat to him. And so if he is attacking you, if it looks like he's just pulled out all the stops and coming at you with everything he's got, know that you're a threat to him. You're a threat to what he desires to do. The devil, the truth is this, the devil heard the same word that Jesus spoke to you. He heard your word too. He knows that you're on your way somewhere. He knows you're on your way to something. And listen, that's what keeps me moving at times. I know I'm on my way to something. I know that deep down, I'm not going through storms for nothing. Everything that God does and everything that God allows to come into my life and allows me to go through has a purpose attached to it, because God doesn't do anything without purpose. And that's what keeps me going. It's what keeps me motivated, knowing that I'm headed somewhere. I'm headed to do something. I'm not just going through a storm for no sake whatsoever. I'm not going through hell for nothing. I'm not walking through the valley of the shadow of death for no reason. I'm going through it because I'm going to do something. I have purpose. I have destiny. And the fight really is not even about who you are today. It's not about who you were yesterday. The fight is about the word that Jesus has spoke over your life. The fight is about your destiny. The fight is about what you are going to be, what you're getting ready to do. And so the greatest storm of your life means that you are closer to your destiny than you've ever been. The greatest storm of your life means that you're on the edge of the greatest breakthrough of your life. The greater the storm, the greater the breakthrough. The greater the storm, the closer you are to your destiny and the purpose that God has for your life. And so when you're going through the fire, when you're being tested, when you're in the midst of the trial, when the storm is raging all around you, just know that God has a plan and God has a purpose. Hold to his word. Hold to the word that he has spoken over your life. Trust in that. Trust in him. And know that you're headed for greatness and you're headed to do something and be something, because God spoke a word over your life, and the devil is fighting you with everything he's got to try to stop you from becoming who God desires you to be. So hold on to God, hold on to his word, and you'll make it through the storm. I love you. God bless you. We'll see you next week.